tell me about the 4th of July party and how you met your first husband.
Oh gosh. So I met him at a very popular yearly summer party in Malibu on the 4th of July. And the place was my very good girlfriend was the receptionist for the company that threw the party. And she said, please, she called me early in the morning. She was like, please, please, please come with me to she said my company's 4th of July party. So I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be a little boring. Whatever. I was like, I don't know. She said, it's in Malibu. It's at this amazing house. Come with me, please. All right, sure. I'll come. Um, so, getting from into Malibu, if you're from California, is a nightmare on 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
It took us 2 hours to get into Malibu. When we got there, you have to park, you have to park somewhere. You have to park somewhere and then have the shuttle drive you to the house. And the shuttles were packed and it was just so pandemonium with celebrities driving up in their cars and wanting to drive their cars to the house. And at that moment, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have come here. I'm very tentative.
Mm-hmm.
So we get in the party. Everything's great. Everyone's jumping in the pool. The view is amazing. And I'm just kind of chilling because, I'm here for my friend.
That's right.
I didn't even bring a bathing suit.
Cool.
I didn't even bring a bathing suit. I'm in like a sundress.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in sundress and wedges.
Really hot, so that's why I'm like, you did not bring a bathing suit.
I didn't. And
slapped you. You should have that in your purse always.
Be like, yeah, sure, I've got a bathing suit. It's in the trunk. And everyone kept coming up asking, have you seen James? Have you seen James? 10 people while we were standing there kept asking. And James's brother came over. Have you seen James? I eventually started wondering, who's James? Who's James? What? So finally, I'm standing there, I'm looking at all the scenes, all the, the women walking around in heels and bikinis and the dudes doing their push-ups and just everyone's on their own thing, but it's a full-blown raging party. Flat, this was, cameras are everywhere. It was pretty amazing. And then I see this guy across the pool and he's kind of glowing. I don't know if it's was the sun in Malibu or what, but I was just drawn to him. And I lean over to my friend and I say, who's that guy? And she goes, oh, that's James.
Oh, of course.
And that's what I said. Of course, that's James. So, I say, I want to meet him. Everybody's been talking about him. I met his brother. I want to meet him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you've ever felt that feeling where you touch someone's hand and you feel a spark. I did. I felt this amazing spark with him. And believe me, I'm a player for life. I could care less. I just felt like, cool, add somebody else to the team. But there was a different energy between the two of us, and just the way that he approached me and the way that he spoke to me, and which was very different than what I was used to in dating.
Yeah.
So he asked me if I would go out with him that evening. He took me to dinner after the party, which was great. Of course, he knew my friend. They worked together, and his brother. We went and had, Mexican food, of course, because that's what I love.
Cinco de July.
Yes, exactly. 4th
Julio
of July.
Cuatro.
Have tacos for sure. And he asked me on another date while we were on that date, and I was like, "Wow, he's really consistent.
That's right.
Yeah, I like this.
Yes.
It's not like this ambiguous thing happening. I can just
let it linger.
Yeah, let it linger
3 to 7 days.
And an answering machine call at a weird time during the day. None of that. I know.
With call me back whenever.
Exactly.
Whenever that would
Voicemail
be.
call in the middle of the day. So we started dating, and again, like I said, player for life. So I had to clean out my closet and give him a little 2-week break.
And your black book.
Yeah.
You're like,
My book is red.
those are paper spinning.
My book is red, not black.
Ooh, it's a red book.
It's a red book. And we went on this kind of hiatus because I wasn't really sure. I had like, 4 people I was kind of dating casually. I didn't really know where he fit in that whole thing. But then all of a sudden,
It's a lot of juggling.
yeah, I'm a juggler.
That's right.
After a while, his consistency and his his determination to take me out won me over all the ambiguity from that I was dealing with other with other men. It was so I decided to focus on that and stop returning calls from other people and just experiment with that. We went on like a kind of a group vacation and stayed at a friend's beach house in San Diego, and we were sitting out on the patio, and he looked at me and he said, "What is it going to take? I want to be with you and only you. What is that going to take? Like I don't want to do or be with anyone else. I just want to be with you." And it was very upfront, and I like that. Just be upfront with me. Tell me what it is that you want, and I'll decide if I want to do that or not. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's become a thing. Let's become a couple.
All right.
So yeah, we decided to start dating it, and we were in the house probably a month or 2, and he proposed, which was fantastic. And then 2 months after that, we found out we were having a baby.
Oh.
So everything just moved very fast. We had already planned our wedding and everything. Our son was born 2 months before we got married. Well, no, 3 months before we got married. And it was just beautiful. We had this beautiful, gorgeous, wedding in Malibu, because that's where we met. Yeah. We met in Malibu and decided to get married in Malibu. And the bridesmaids and groomsmen in our wedding were all the people that asked me, "Where's James?"
Yeah. Oh.
On both sides.
They're Where's James group.
Yeah. So those were all the people that were there the day that we met. They were there the day we got married. Full circle. We wanted to close the circle.
Yeah.
And become a family. So we had this beautiful ceremony, and we had this beautiful ceremony that I wanted to be like an enchanted garden.
Yes.
So there were, giant, there were giant gazebos covered in flowers and tulle and the
fairy lights.
Yeah. Yes. There were lights in 50 oak trees. There was a little bridge that went over a river that I walked over to get to the fairy garden that took me up to the gazebo. Yeah. And we had this gorgeous ceremony. And then at the end, we had monarch butterflies released into the sky. So, my dream wedding, the wedding I'd been planning all of my life.
Yes.
It met all expectations. I was excited. At least 2 other people copied the wedding afterwards and told me flat out they were going to copy it.
Perfect.
So I was, I
should have trademarked that.
Yeah, exactly.
The Johari stamp.
Exactly. Put my stamp on it and told them they could only buy the package through me.
So speaking of packages, how did the photography packages turn out?
You know what? You're trying to make me mad right now. You're trying to make me mad right now.
Keep it high and big and low.
The photos were terrible.
No.
They were horrible.
No.
They were horrible. So bad that we didn't even order a single photo.
And that's when you would order them back in the day.
You'd have to order photos. They didn't send you a file.
Here's a CD. Or what are they?
They didn't put photos on CDs.
A DVD-ROM. What are
in
those
the
things
early
called?
2000s.
Yeah.
They didn't do that.
I know.
You have to come get a proof book.
Yeah. And it all has like stamps on it, like watermarks.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Well, I'm not even going to say that company because nobody will know what that is. But
they might not be in existence anymore.
It's not.
Oh.
It's not. But here's the thing. The photos were terrible. Ugh. We never ordered a single one of them, which already is a problem. So
I mean, some would consider that a bad omen, but or
yeah,
not.
but I found out I wasn't the only one.
That's
You
an
know,
in the moment thing anyway.
yeah,
Sometimes
we
it
didn't
doesn't always
like
have to
any
be
of the photos.
so like unnecessarily captured.
We looked like we were posing at JCPenney's. It
Oh,
was
geez.
just
Yeah.
there were no like photojournalistic style photos. The way
Yeah.
that
More candid too.
more
Yeah.
candid, there was
Yeah.
nothing like
Where
that.
that gives
It was
it life and
right.
like
It was
a
all very posed, very tilt your
traditional.
head.
Yeah.
Very, very traditional
15
and
degrees
very.
to the right.
It didn't reflect our personalities. It
Yeah.
didn't reflect our love. It didn't reflect anything except for here are the people that were in the wedding.
Yeah. Very
So,
formal.
yeah, it was very formal.
Yeah.
But I still loved my wedding. The wedding video was very cute.
Oh.
It was very cute. A friend of James was a new director and wanted the chance to.
Oh, then that was
that
he
made up for
captured.
it.
Yeah,
That made up for it.
Yeah, I think that's why
So
you always kind of go for both.
right.
Yeah,
So you
that makes
capture
sense.
things in a different way.
Yeah, different perspectives.
We
from
were
the
so
photographers.
happy. We had our our little boy and our cute little house and picket fence and our pool and everything was just so
Life was
lovely. Life
perfect.
was so beautiful. In November, we got married in July. In
Yeah.
November, his grandmother was diagnosed with cancer and died within 2 months.